Hi everybody, Bentley here. So you just watched a PowerPoint presentation on the rules of composition. So what we're going to do now is you're going to use your shape design that we made. Sorry, mine isn't finished. I haven't had time because I'm preparing to teach you guys, but this is just my example. So what I want you to do is you're going to find 3 different areas to decide what you want to enlarge for a larger drawing. So what I did is I made a viewfinder, okay? So you can see some different areas where I located a composition that I really liked. So how you make this viewfinder, it's really easy. If you want to measure, it's about 2 by 3. If not, what I did is I took an old bank card and just traced it. Bank card, I mean, any sort of you guys know what size these cards are. I mean, that's pretty easy. And then you're going to cut it out. And you definitely want to have, the reason I'm using, and I'm just using like some scrap piece of paper that I had some notes on that I was going to throw away. I'm big into recycling. Just cutting this out. Okay, so now I have this window, and see how it kind of isolates different areas of my drawing. So this was one that I traced yesterday. I thought this would make a nice big drawing. I really liked this one too. I could always add to it because it is kind of lacking. This one I actually started gridding off to enlarge it because I'm going to show you guys how to enlarge stuff. But your first step is make your composition square. All right, and then you're going to, on a separate piece of paper, you're going to make 3 thumbnail sketches. Now, you have a couple of choices when you're doing this, and a thumbnail sketch, we talked about in class, a thumbnail sketch is supposed to be small. It's just kind of jot some ideas down so that you don't waste, you know, an entire sheet of paper on something when you're just trying to work an idea out. So I just use a card and trace it. You have 2 options. I don't really care about this drawing, so I'm actually going to cut it out. If you do care about your drawing, you are welcome to trace it onto the new paper. So see, there's my one compositional drawing. If you don't want to cut your drawing out, you really liked it, then you want to copy as best you can. If you want to trace it, you can. You basically just take the 2 pieces of paper and you go up to a window, and like I'm holding mine up to a window right now. I can see it perfectly fine. I'm just sketching it really quickly. All right, so I'm getting this. So this one's got a lot of curvy lines. I got all the lines. And then my third one was this guy. And again, I'm holding it up to the window. I'm just kind of lightly sketching it because I'm not actually on the glass. It's really easy to take your paper and go straight up to the glass, holding the papers together. Oh, I'm missing something. Oh, I think that's it. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of isolating some different, you know, compositions that I found within my artwork. And you can fine tune it later. I'm missing something here. I got it. Okay. Or if you're not, you know, too terribly attached to it and you've got a good picture of it, you could cut it out directly or you could trace it. You have 2 options there. So, that's my Sharpie. Oop. So either trace or cut out. I think the majority of you guys could probably trace it. And again, all you have to do is you just take the 2 pieces of paper and you go up to the window and you can see through it really, really well to trace your lines. So those are my ideas because you're going to enlarge one of your little areas into something bigger. Now that you've got your little compositional training done, you're going to decide what you want to do, right? Notice I'm using my rule of 2/3, right? Nothing is really in the center. I'm sort of off balance here. I got shapes bleeding off the edge. I have filled the frame. I've got a variety of shapes, right? I have organic and I have geometric. I have a variety of color. Obviously, you can change the color later. But all of those compositional rules that we just talked about, that's what you want to look for when deciding on the composition you're going to redraw. Okay? So let's get started.